comes on off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Macy at Main Street Cycle, and we now have U10 Trailing Mud Big Tire secondary springs. Let me tell you all about them. No, I'm just kidding. Here's Blake.
That's right, guys. So we've been actually filmed this video back on April 3rd, and we're going to flash back to that to show you how to install the Team MSC clutch kit, as well as we're doing some testing and comparison. And if you look at the date right now, we're well into June now. So I'll let you know that we do a ton of testing on all of our products, especially this U10 Pro. The U10 Pro is a beast. It's awesome, great product. The U10 Pro, the Pro XL, as well as the Highland. And this secondary spring that we have for you is now available at teammscparts.com. We're going to flash back all the way to April 3rd when we started our testing. And Billy with Vati Verco was already testing his unit, and we've had several around the world testing these springs before we got our production springs for y'all. Now, at the time of me posting this video, we have helixes already in the works. Guys, this is ready for you. We're going to show you a few results there at the end of this video. But guys, this thing has been refined, and it is going to help you to be able to run in the trails or the mud if you're running 32-inch tires or bigger on your U10 Pro. Remember, 32s is about all you want to do on your U10 Pro without going with the Moorhead off-road front and rear arms. So keep that in mind. But guys, without further ado, let's flash back in time to April 3rd, and we're going to show you how to install them, and as well as some testing results as well. So appreciate you guys, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the U10 Pro in the shop here at Main Street Cycle, and Mr. Harmon has jacked up the rear end because we're going to be installing our big tire spring in the clutch for the U10 Pro. This U10 Pro here, you've seen it on the channel a few times. This is running the Moorhead off-road front A-arms and the Moorhead off-road rear arms, and it's running 35-inch carnivores. Now this belongs to one of our salesmen here, Mr. Austin, and Harmon is just removing the tire, and he's going to be removing the clutch cover there, and we'll kind of take you through that process. But also, by the way, old Jake Moorhead is here himself. He just delivered this Z-Force 950 Sport back to us that we've had in his possession. He's been designing arms, forward offset arms for the 950 Sport and Sport 4. So we'll be showing you those arms here pretty soon. I'll be getting some on my four-seater, and we'll do an install video and all that good stuff. So anyways, gonna be able to run some big tires on there, and Mr. Jake delivering as always. But anyways, they're talking business. We're gonna go in here and do some labor business, right? And we're gonna get this old cover removed, take a look at these clutches, and install this big tire spring from Team MSC, designed by Vati Verco. So got that old boot out of the way, and look at there. Would you look at it? Anyways, we'll go through this process real simple. Just like any old CVT clutch cover, remove all those bolts. You can get the boot out of your way if you want, and then we'll talk about the serious business behind the cover. Here's your clutches. If you haven't seen the clutches on the U10 Pro, now we'll just get it removed so we can install our spring. So before we remove our secondary, obviously we want to take the belt off. We're going to put, just thread in the bolt here into this side of the helix. And then we're just going to simply tighten it down. And what that does is just move that helix and spreads the secondary apart in order, and then that in return just loosens the belt. So just run that in a little bit, get your belt nice and loose, and we can take it off. We'll just roll that bad boy off. It's always fun doing this part. Alrighty. So belt's off. We'll make sure we put it back on the same way we took it off. 15mm. Booyah. She just comes on off. Look at there. So there's a, I don't know if every model will have this, or every unit rather, but there is a couple of alignment washers. We'll make sure if you do have them, like this one here in particular has two. You may have one, you may have two, you may have none. So just keep that in mind. Be mindful that those could be there. And now we can go take this apart and put our spring in. Okay, once you get your secondary over here on the stand or workbench, whatever, you're gonna take a 10mm. You got 3 bolts to take out. And they was in there. So take those out, put that baby over, and slide her down here. Run that down like Mr. Harmon did.
Do like that. Then we're gonna get in here and
Get the old snap ring off.
And now we can, oh, it's gonna come all the way off.
Beautiful. All right, so just gonna, remember that spring has tension against the helix here. We're just gonna run that bad boy up. And that helix is riding on these sliders here.
You did a video this morning, didn't you, Blake, on this unit?
I think I did.
You ran it before we did this?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How many miles did it have on it?
I didn't even pay attention to the mileage.
Well, I was just gonna say, these ramps don't look too bad.
Oh no.
I think it's good.
And they've been running 35s with it. So
Yeah, oversized,
yeah.
stock, everything. It's been pulling fine, but we do have this clutch spring, so
Yep. We're gonna make it pull them even better.
hey, it's gonna be better.
All right, so that was in the 3 position on the helix.
And this
then
one come
we
out
were
of
B.
over there. B.
Yep.
Yep.
It was in B3.
All right.
Okay, and that's on this stock
And I think that's
secondary.
what we're going back. Ain't nobody told
Yep.
me no different.
All right, so
I'm gonna get a air blower.
all right, so Harmon just wants to do a fresh up, just clean out the dust and debris, dust and all, belt dust, and then we'll go back on with our spring. Back into B position, okay? So just insert that down over there. It's gonna sit
B.
there.
And then we're going to do 3.
Yep. So putting it into the 3 position, then we're gonna run that bad boy down. All right, and then you have to run that helix and line it up to just go right over the shaft here. There's no keyway to line up. We're just gonna run that baby down. And once you get the helix onto the shaft there, make sure your bottom part of your secondary is lined up where these ramps, the flat side is on the flat side of your helix there, okay? And then of course you'll know that that's true because your bolt hole will need to line up. See the right there where my finger's pointing will line up with the bottom side of the flat part of your helix. So we got that lined up far enough to put the snap ring on, and then Harmon's just gonna back that out, and that's it. There's no keyway to worry about, like on a trail block secondary from CV Tech. It's a pretty neat design here. So Helix is riding on the left-hand side of these sliders. And then if you look down here, the black sliders here are going to be, they just movable, which you can't even install it.
And when
you can't install it incorrectly, honestly.
Put it right here, Blake. And then we'll be able to just go and put the bolts in it.
Yeah, your bolt holes should line up just right. If that don't happen, then you've done something incorrect. So anyways, pretty straightforward. Can't really mess this up. You know, if you get to this point and your bolt holes ain't lining up, then back up and punt. So now we're just going to sit here, put our bolts in, putting just a little bit of blue Loctite and not much at all, and then we will tighten these down, and we're ready to put her back in, boys.
Always start your bolts by hand.
Yep.
That way you don't get them cross-threaded.
That's
you
right.
You gotta run them all the way down, but if you'll get them started, it goes a lot better.
So now we're going back on with our secondary. And start that by hand. Spreader bolt back in, thread that up, spread the secondary part, put our belt back on, and this job is complete. Alright, slip your belt over the primary first, then you're going to work it up over onto your secondary, and then roll it around, just like so. And then take your spreader bolt back out. It'll put it back into the proper position. Belt will tighten up. And there's no specific amount, just get it till the belt's back tight. And then we'll put our cover back on. And you've got yourself a big tire spring install, and this bad boy is going to be able to pull these 35s even better than before. All right, boys, we've got the clutch kit installed. We're going to go get Austin real quick, and we're going to let him tell y'all about the performance of the clutch kit, because he's the one that's put the most miles on this particular setup. The 35-inch carnivores. Look at that turning radius, huh? Oh yeah. What a beast. So you run 32s all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so this will be pretty cool to see how this thing pulls them. All right, Mr. Owner, sir. Ooh. Beast mode.
I ain't driving nothing but high.
All right, I done zoomed her out to 0.5. Yeah. Got in widescreen mode. It'll kind of distort the picture, but helps you be able to see. So we're in what gear? High gear?
High gear.
Okay, high gear. Let's see how it does.
Definitely a pickup.
So I drove it earlier before lunch, and I mean it feels fine.
I mean, it
But-
picked it up, stopped.
But now that you have the clutch kit in it, it really pulls it now.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, man, I've got some weight in here, but it wasn't, you know, wasn't real bad. But now that you feel it with the clutch kit, you're like, oh, this thing does pull them pretty hard.
It did that time.
Yeah.
Like it actually lifted up a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Did you put it to the floor, or you just kind of eased into it a while ago?
I eased into it a little bit.
Okay.
Went on down.
In high?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what she does in low gear. You didn't floor it.
I did too for it. Lifting up off the ground. I did it right here.
All right. Come on, give her the beans real quick,
You
son.
know that I know that at the beginning it's going to take it a second.
Give her the beans. Oh, yes, sir. Wow, wow. Here, I'll get out and I'll film you do it one more time.
Okay.
I know you baby this thing, so it's killing
Sorry,
you.
leave me alone.
No, I
Hard-earned
respect
money.
it. Hey, I respect it. I respect it. And the people do too.
Yeah.
All right. Turn around and hit her one more time. All right, y'all. Just watch this thing. And you know that, you know, we don't have this tune just yet. We're still working on the Team MSC tune at the time of this video. And we're going to get this little delay out. But watch them hit it in low gear. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's pretty impressive, guys. It's deceiving because it's so quiet. That triple cylinder engine, it's so quiet. And you're like, what's it doing, you know? But I mean, that thing's pulling hard, especially on 35s, full cab kit, doors, windshield, all that stuff. Big heavy arms, front and rear, big 35s. Yes, sir. Yeah, so that's better. Definitely helping it out there with the Team MSC heavy tire or big tire spring. So pretty sweet, guys. Looking good. What y'all think? You like it?
Love it.
Awesome.
Even more.
Yep, even more. He already loved it, but now he loves it even more. Performance just kicked it up a notch. And that tune is gonna just be wild when we get it finished.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah. All right, man.
I call
Awesome.
first in.
All right. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Remember, we've done a ton of testing since the footage that you just saw. We've been out at Rainbow Falls. We've been at B&B Off-Road Park, different mud parks, different, just all over the place testing this, as well as road riding and everything else. So we've had it in multiple machines and it's ready for you. And we have a bunch of them in stock. And remember, we're going to also have the helixes. They're in testing phase right now, just like the springs were. And we're going to make sure that it is perfect before it comes to you here on the market. But right now, the springs are ready. If you want good results with your U10 Pro, just go to teammscparts.com. You can also go down in the description below, click the link, and it'll take you right to it. And remember, we've got way more than just clutch kits. We've got everything there for you right there on the website. Also, remember, you can come see us at Main Street Cycle in Tishomingo, Mississippi. You can also text us if you want at 662-438-6407, and we'll be glad to help you guys out. Appreciate y'all. Love you. Make sure you're subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up. God bless you. As always, remember, keep it real. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, yeah.